So it makes you not want to eat it, like eat it again, pretty much. So what is up, beautiful people? So I wanted to get on here really quick. I am on my way to go see the Batman movie, so I'm kind of excited about that. Let me know if you guys are into movies like that too. I'm still learning if it's like Marvel or the other one, I'm not sure. But I wanted to get on here really quick and encourage everybody to just go for it. Whatever it is, whether it's getting into shape, whether it's starting a business, whether it's starting a YouTube, whether it's having a conversation that you've always wanted to have to clear some drama up, whatever it is, just go for it. With how weird the world is now, you know, obviously we have what's going on in Ukraine. I mean, those people out there probably couldn't have predicted that, those citizens. So definitely just go for it. I have had this YouTube channel for like 2.5 years. I was taking care of my grandmother with dementia, and I started it with the purpose of just only having it about that. But then I was like, I love fitness, health, mindfulness, skincare, beauty, all that stuff that a lot of women usually like. And so I just want to start going hard with that. So yeah, I just kind of popped my camera on. I am doing so many things at one time right now in my life, since my grandmother did pass away. And she passed away about 6 weeks ago now. So still healing from that. Of course, the grieving process is not linear, and I will probably always be, you know, going through some type of mourning over her. She's a huge part of my life, but now that she is gone, if anything, it's reminding me that life is too short and just to go for it. So I don't necessarily know exactly what this video is going to be about, but it just doesn't even matter. I'm just popping the camera on and just talking. That's just the honest truth. If you look at my channel, there's so many random things on there, random clips, random moments in my life, some stuff from my grandma, some reposting from TikTok. But I do want to get on here and let you guys know that if you are trying to get in shape, okay, this is going to be mainly about getting in shape. If you are trying to get in shape and you find that you are falling off, you find that you are not staying consistent, you find that you are just straight up lazy, you find that you don't have the motivation, you find that it's like, what's the point? What's the point? You know, I've been trucking along this long with how I look. I'm just gonna continue to do that, whatever the reason is. And you know, it's not really how you want to be looking when you look in the mirror, or you don't necessarily feel your best. Number one is, I want to encourage everybody out there that is struggling with this just to not overthink it. Like, just put on some sweats and show up to the gym. Just put on some sweats and show up to the living room and do some in-home workouts. Just move your body every day. Like, the first month or the first week could be just getting all your outfits that you would work out in all into one drawer, one area, where you're like, okay, I don't have to search and find for, okay, let me try to find some socks, let me try to find some pants. Maybe the first week is just gathering what you'd work out in. Second week is, now you already have that, now it's getting a gym membership, or it's researching YouTube, different fitness YouTubers that you would feel like you would enjoy, and committing to that. Or it's calling around and getting that personal trainer. Third week, now you actually execute. Like, just take it one step at a time, because at the end of the day, getting in shape and staying in shape is a lifelong journey. So it's like, really, at the end of the day, what's the rush? But the time to start is now. Like, you don't want it to be another year where you're like, okay, I gained weight during the pandemic, now I'm trying to get that off. Do not do that to yourself. I know everybody kind of gained a little bit during 2020. Everyone's kind of waking up from it, you know, at 2021, now it's 2022, and it's like, dang, I'm still the same way I was in 2020 when the pandemic first hit. And you do not want to do that to yourself. That's not fair to yourself. You owe yourself more than that. So this is the time to just get started, okay? Just get started. Maybe And I know one thing for me is like, I have been building a lot of muscle. My main goal has just been like my form. I've been working out for such a long time that I know how to get thin really quick. And sometimes those methods are not the healthiest, you know, like just cutting down all my calories where I just have no energy, or, you know, eating the same thing every single day and going way too hard with cardio. Like I know how to get to a space where I like how I look, but now I'm like, I want to do it consistently. I want to do it in a healthy way, and I want to do it in a way that if I eat a cheat meal, I'm not going to feel crazy and feel like, oh my gosh, now I have to start over. I just want it. I don't want the cheat meal mentality. I just want to take each day as it is, and if I want to enjoy a fatty meal, then I'm just going to go heavier on the workout. If I want to enjoy a fattier meal, then I'm going to eat lighter the next day. Like just like developing discipline in a way that will be sustainable over a long period of time. So yeah, I just want to get on here and encourage you just to get started, whatever that may be for you. Maybe sit down, write it out for yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else either. Everybody has different weight goals, fitness goals. You have no idea what people are doing to really look the way that they do. I know people that, especially in LA, people that have done weight loss pills and damn near starving themselves, or just doing some really unhealthy things to get in shape, and they're not even really in shape. They're just skinny for the moment, you know. And a lot of these things, you know, if you have to maybe like do some drastic measures to get ready for like a show, or you're like in a swimsuit competition or something like that, that's different. But if you are seeing certain people online and you're like, damn, you know, I really want to look like that, but I know like I can't do what they're doing. Well, at the end of the day, like you don't want to be doing what they're doing anyway. You want to take it slow. You want to have it consistent. Like I've helped my mom lose 20 pounds in like the course of 8 months. And she's been able to maintain it and keep it off. And really the biggest things has been intermittent fasting. If you even want to just start that with your weight loss journey, you know, whatever works for you, just get started and just stick to it. So like maybe even the first month, you don't even necessarily start working out. Maybe it's just developing some type of discipline around food. You know, maybe your thing is, you know, maybe you stand on your feet all day, so you're technically moving your body, or you're active at work. Okay, well, what are you eating while you're at work? Are you eating junk on your lunch break? Maybe you start bringing your lunch to work. I mean, whatever it is, you want to just start doing it, and you want to make changes now, and you want to make changes that are going to last for a lifetime. So just think about it like that, you know. Now, if you have something very specific you're trying to get ready for, like a trip or something like that, you are going to have to turn it up and step it up on, you know, dialing, you know, going cold turkey on sugar and going cold turkey on other things to get ready for that. So it just depends. Everybody has different goals. Like I know for me, I am trying to get it popping in a bathing suit, you know, this summer. I definitely want to look back on pictures of myself and be like, wow, you know, I felt fantastic. I didn't have to, you know, wear my wrap the whole time. I, you know, didn't feel like I was ducking and dodging photos and videos that people were taking. I just want to be able to enjoy myself and live in the moment and have fun. So that's how, like, I'm imagining what I want to be in that moment, in that bathing suit. So that's more so for me. So I am kind of going extra hard on, you know, right now I've built a lot of muscle. I worked on my form. So now I'm dialing back on sugar and I'm kicking up the cardio. But that's in a healthy way though, right? Like I'm not starving myself. I'm not, you know, cutting out nutrients that I need. I'm still maintaining, you know, getting in the vitamins and minerals through, you know, protein. I don't even call myself vegan, but I guess you could say I'm plant-based, and I'm like 95% vegan because I will have cheese like every couple of months, and I will drink bone broth. I'll have like the actual bone broth. I don't know why I can't say that. Bone broth, or I will have the bone broth protein. I feel really good when I take those things. So you just have to know what's best for you. Don't listen to any other bloggers. The only person you should be listening to is yourself, like your intuitiveness with how you feel, and a nutritionist or your own doctor. That is really the only people that you should be listening to. Yes, there are gurus on there, and there is some amazing advice out there, some bad, some amazing, but at the end of the day, like even this, like go out there, do the research. Like again, maybe it's just starting to do research on getting fit. You know, maybe that might encourage you. Maybe you might find something that actually works for you, a certain method that catches your attention that you'd want to do. But I just want to encourage you to get started. But yeah, so really quick, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place because I'm just like excited about this topic of health and fitness. And I think I'm just like, it's kind of cool that my mom, it's starting to get dark now out here. I was able to help my mom lose weight. So I'm like, you know, this is kind of cool. So what I did to help my mom lose weight was she started intermittent fasting. She ramped up her water intake. She stopped eating late at night. She only started eating like breads, bagels, cereal, before 3 p.m. After that, no carbs after 3 p.m. Beefing up her protein. The biggest thing right now is her starting to get active again because she is working from home. So that's like my next thing with my mom. But you know, just doing those things and then making each one a habit, and you just keep building upon that habit. So now she's consistently done 8 different new habits over the course of 8 different months, and they're realistic. It's like second nature now. She's not going through torture, and she's seeing the results, and the results are actually sticking. So if you're like me, where you're like, I don't necessarily want to be a bodybuilder, I don't want to do all that, but and you know, Instagram is so intimidating. You found the right page, because we just want to stay healthy. We want to be healthy, active individuals. So, and fitness and health looks different on everybody. Again, I know some people, like my mom, for example, she went and got her levels done. All her levels are great. She's just, you know, a little bit overweight for her height, but she's not too far off. All her levels looked good. She just needed to beef up the protein. And I was like, wow, like, you know, you would think like, okay, if somebody's not in shape according to what we feel, what our perception or what society tells us in shape is, then it's like, oh, their levels must be out of control. But it's like, no, her levels were great. It's just we want to tighten up on some other areas to make her even that much more healthy. So yeah, so this is my page is about getting disciplined so that way you can maintain your happiness, because a lot of times we know what makes us happy, but then we're not like staying disciplined enough to do it. It's like, oh wow, you know, I actually do feel better when I eat healthy, but I fell off the bandwagon. Now I eat really bad, and now I always feel bad every time I eat super bad. And it's like, well, no, let's incorporate how you can enjoy food and still feel happy about your food choices, you know? There's so many amazing podcasts out there. Like Impact Theory is an amazing one, with Tom Bilyeu. I love that one. Also his wife has a podcast as well. I believe it's called Women of Impact. That one's really good too. There is, let's see, who else do I look at? Well, Tom Bilyeu has a lot of different nutritionists. He's like has an obsession, like more than I've ever seen, of staying healthy, and so he always has different people on his podcast going over every single part of the body. So like one will be about the brain, one will be about nutrition, one will be about intermittent fasting. I think he himself does like a very, very intense level of intermittent fasting. So definitely check him out. I'm also going to do another video soon of just all the people that I've learned from and all the people that continue to keep me motivated to stay in shape. But yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm doing all the time, is like researching health and fitness and nutrition and all that. Maybe, I don't know, one day I'll get my nutrition, I don't know, credential, license, certification. But yeah, for now, just to end it on what I do, I intermittent fast. I try to drink a gallon of water a day. Try to stay away from sugar as much as possible. I don't eat carbs late. If I do, it is what it is. I just go hard on my workout the next day. I have significantly cut out, I already said sugar, but I have an obsession with like pastries. So that, I haven't had a donut or a cookie in a while, so I'm pretty proud of myself with that. So you just celebrate the small wins, you know? And what I'm really doing is paying attention to what makes me bloat, because I notice that I'll be like, okay, I ate healthy all week and I just feel and look super bloated, like what's happening? And I'm starting to notice, I was listening to this other podcast and they were saying to just really dial into every single thing that you eat, pay attention to how you feel and what your body looks like, you know, an hour later. If you eat a salad and then an hour later you're bloated, then either you might be allergic to something, not allergic, but your body may process something that's in that salad differently than others. Or I also learned that kale actually bloats you. Kale has some kind of mechanism inside of it where, you know, all creatures want to survive, right? So a plant is a living thing, and so kale was a living thing before it was plucked off of a plant, off of a tree, off of a bush, whatever. And it has something in it that it makes you, when you eat it, you bloat, so it makes you not want to eat it again, pretty much. So I could be butchering that, but I read that on, it was on, Lewis House. He's a really good podcaster too. He had someone named Jason Asbury on there, and he has done thousands of hours of research surrounding around, you know, different methods of like losing weight. And he was saying that kale is like surprisingly one of the ones that you don't want to necessarily stay away from it, but you definitely want to choose another option if there is another type of salad. There is some amazing benefits in it, absolutely, but it has been found to bloat people after they eat it because of whatever's in it that makes it's kind of like a defense mechanism to where it doesn't want humans to be eating it. So like little things like that, I'm like, okay, there's even like different levels to like eating healthy. There's just so many like little ideas on this, but that's another thing. It's like you do have to develop a level of passion around nutrition or some part of nutrition, because there's so much information out there. But once you start to like get into health and fitness, you start to like connect the dots and everything starts to become second nature when you're making decisions, you know, in real life when you go to eat. So even for me, I don't follow any specific type of diet. Like I tried the whole calorie counting thing. I just know I'm gonna eat a little bit less today than I did yesterday. Like I don't have time. I literally I think I did it for like a couple months, which actually was kind of cool when I used the MyFitnessPal. I used that and it actually helped me memorize all the different things that have like what their calorie intake is and what the nutritional breakdown is. So I might actually go back to doing that a little bit just to like keep that fresh in my mind. But other than that, like realistically, humans are not designed to like be inputting every single macro, micro. And again, that's another method. If you want to do that, absolutely have fun with it. People get amazing results doing that. I know for me, that doesn't work. I get overwhelmed, annoyed, frustrated, having to remember, oh man, it's almost like you beat yourself up, like, like I didn't put my calories in for yesterday, or I forgot to add this, so then I overate. And it's like, no, like just listen to your body. Are you full? Like that's like another thing I implemented too. Like if I'm not, like right now, I'm on my way to go catch a movie with a friend, I'm not hungry. And if I'm hungry after, I might have something small. Or if I could just skip out on eating, I don't have to eat. Like, and I think I'm going to get out of the movie at like 11, so it'll already be late. So if I do decide to eat, maybe I'll have either a small portion of something that's not necessarily the healthiest, or I'll just have a salad and, you know, choose a healthier dressing. You know what I mean? Like that, like I don't have to have a pizza at 11 p.m. when I know what my personal goals are. Like, so in that moment, yeah, is it fun to have a pizza after midnight or whatever, go get some pasta, whatever? Yeah, but again, going back to the goal, going back to why you're doing this, those little daily decisions matter. And so that's what I want to really encourage people to do, is just to like start making 1% of a change of how you operate your day every single day, and it slowly starts to compile onto each other. It's like planting a seed. You know, you plant a seed and then you just like nurture that seed, and then eventually over time it blooms into this beautiful thing, you know, this beautiful tree or this beautiful fruit tree or flower, you know, all these beautiful flowers, and each branch has its, you know, it's solid, it's there, and maybe it has taken several months to even look like that, but it's because it was nurtured and given patience too. You have to have patience for yourself. So this video is kind of grainy, but I just popped it on and wanted to just felt some inspired action to pop this on and talk about this with you guys. And I am going to have more structured videos. I've been saying that for a long time, but I do have more time now that my grandma's passed. And I know on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, Sienna Singh at Gmail, or Sienna Singh on Instagram. So that's, if you want to find me there. A lot of people hit me up in the DM and ask me questions about this stuff, and I always am like, oh, maybe I'll start a YouTube about it, but admittedly, so it needs a lot of help, but I do have a lot of really cool tips and tricks and things that I've done that have helped, that have made an impact, that have led me to having a body that I am happy about, and that I wake up every day and just want to continue to take it to the next level. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hop off and enjoy this movie. Definitely let me know what you guys are doing, because we're teaching each other, we're motivating each other, and helping each other. So let me know what you are doing in the comments to stay in shape, what you're going to be doing to get ready for summer 2022. In LA, it's always, skin is always in, so I just always, whenever I say getting ready for summer, I'm like, well, it's already too late in LA, because it's like, people are already in bathing suits. But yeah, so definitely like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. That would be dope. And yeah, all right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.